Hey everyone, how's it going? If you've seen my other videos, you're probably wondering, who's this guy? Well, I'm Joe, the creator of English Animated. And because today's video is about introductions, I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you who I am and introduce myself to you guys. Okay, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you want to know what to do when somebody says, "Tell me about yourself." Or maybe you're planning on giving a presentation in English. Or maybe you're even planning on moving to a different country. Whatever the reason, introducing yourself is the first step in building relationships, whether they be personal or professional. And although introducing yourself is a really simple thing to do, it's a good idea to practice so that you make a good first impression every time. Okay, an introduction starts the same way as a conversation, with a greeting. So you could say hello, good morning, good afternoon. If you want to be less formal, you could say hi or hey. If you want to be really informal, you could say hiya or what's up. There are lots of options, but if you want to keep it simple, just use hi or hello. Next, you're going to want to say what your name is. And the easiest way to do this is to say I'm, then your name. I'm Joe. You can also say my name is, and then your name. And this is something that sounds more natural in presentations or when you're saying your name over the phone or in letters or emails. It can sound a little bit strange in one-to-one conversation. It's still okay, it just doesn't sound as natural as I'm Joe. Okay, after saying your name, you would usually say where you're from or where you live. And you can say I come from or I'm from. For example, I'm from England. Okay, if you want to say you come from one place but now you live in a different place, you can say I'm from, but I live in. For example, I'm from England, but I live in Spain. Or if you want to say you were born in one place, but you moved somewhere else while you were still young, you could say I was born in, but I grew up in. For example, I was born in Bolton, but I grew up in Manchester. Okay, at this point you've given a basic introduction. But depending on the situation, it might be appropriate to give more information about yourself. For example, if you're doing something in a professional capacity, like working at a conference, giving a presentation, or speaking to someone on behalf of your company, you could give the person some information on the company you work for and the position you're in. For example, I work at Amazon in the sales department, or I'm a sales director at Amazon. And if you don't think it's necessary to say the name of the company you work for, you could just say your job title. For example, I'm an architect, or I'm a school teacher. Or maybe it makes more sense just to say the name of the company or the location you work. For example, I work at Aldi, or I work at the airport. If you're a student or if you're studying something, you could say I'm studying. Or if you want to specify what subject you're studying, you could say I'm a medical student. You could also specify a course that's not necessarily a subject. For example, I'm doing a course in computer animation. If you're introducing yourself in a kind of informal environment, like a classroom, you could also include some of your personal interests or hobbies. For example, I like football, or I'm into freediving, or I watch Netflix. And finally, it can be fun to tell people something strange or unusual about you. Something that you think might leave a lasting impression, something they wouldn't expect. For example, a fun fact about me is that I can say the alphabet in 5 languages, and I once met Tupac. Okay, now I'm going to put all those steps together and make an introduction about me. Hi, I'm Joe. I'm 31 years old and I was born in the UK, but now I live in Spain. I'm a marine biologist, but in my free time I like to help people learn English by making videos on YouTube. I like free diving, playing golf and dancing bachata. And a fun fact about me is that I'm a free diving instructor and I can hold my breath for 5 minutes. So that's my introduction. You all now know a bit more about me. And I want to get to know the people watching these videos. You're interesting and I would like to know why. So practice the introduction by writing it and posting it in the comments. Ciao.